And we're back. All right, so Steven's finally joined us.
Even though it's only for...
Yeah, you don't want to talk with your mouth full of food to an open camera because that would be really embarrassing and your friends would clip that and post it everywhere.
No, they wouldn't.
Are you sure about that?
You have a lot more confidence in your friends than I would in
Sure
mine.
about that.
Yes. I wouldn't trust my friends with a 50-inch pole.
All right.
This video clippage.
So,
It's a strange choice of words.
so where we left off, we are sitting in Kirish's shop, and you guys are finding some interesting items. Did you buy the gloves?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
You rolled 19.
you rolled a 19, and what are you looking for?
Mainly anything that will catch my
Godly interest.
Interest.
Your interest?
my spectral vision, like
Your spectral vision.
anything that might stand out.
Everything.
All right. As you look around, okay, you see that there is something that almost seems to be emitting its own light that you could see in a spectrum of light that you know others can't see, coming from behind a pile of objects.
Okay.
This is the junk store from hell. It's piles and piles of stuff, all mixed in.
I'm gonna ruffle through that junk.
Okay. You grab onto something, and it doesn't feel like any texture you've ever felt before. And as you pull it out, make a strength check. So you can get out of the pile.
14.
Okay, you yank it out, dropping like half the pile to close off the hallway that you're in. And you're looking at what looks to be not even fully physical. It's there, but it's not there. And then it's definitely there. And it's basically a jumpsuit. Anyone else standing next to him?
No, I'm saying.
I walk over to him and I just
You
bring
see
him into
him?
the link with a touch.
Okay, you see him drop junk in. Oh, with the link too?
Yeah, I'm gonna add
Okay.
the link to him because he shows up.
Oh,
Now,
no.
all of a sudden, you start seeing the spirit world and every single light
You never
spectrum.
described it at all.
Now you can see in every spectrum of light.
Okay.
And the spirits.
Before you did it, he had his hand up like this. You couldn't understand why. Okay.
Now we understand why.
You touch him, add the mind link, and you see that he's holding what looks to be like jumpsuit
What's he got there?
that fades in and out of being able to see it.
That's pretty neat.
That's interesting. Now you hear a bunch of voices in the back of your head as we start talking.
Does Balthein chime in?
I like these voices.
So
Do you
you-
hear the other voices in my
Suit
head?
of
Yeah, I'm
etherealness.
your mind
Be
link between
cautious.
the others. I'm the reason that we can all hear each other. That's me.
Excuse me,
Talk about the other
Balthein
voices.
might have just said something very important.
What?
Can you repeat yourself, Balthein? They were too
Repeat
busy.
what?
About that suit.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a suit of etherealness. Be careful.
Why should I be careful?
Well, do you want to end up like me?
Meaning what?
It's
He's dead.
He's
Can I
dead.
make a mind check?
What are you trying to figure out?
If I'm not mistaken, if you want to end up like him, my feeling is that if you wear this, it's not exactly tying you to the mortal world in the long term.
It's a jumpsuit of etherealness. It makes you an ethereal creature while you're wearing it, which is basically a spirit or like a fey creature stuck in between worlds.
Okay, so it's not like something that could eventually get bad.
If worn improperly,
If worn for
yes.
improperly and for too long, you could get stuck that way permanently.
That would be my fear, but
That could be interesting.
What would it mean to be stuck as?
Unable to interact with either plane,
So,
but able to see everything going on with each plane.
So basically a ghost, and only I'd be able to see you and talk to
But
you.
unable to interact with either plane.
No, you wouldn't actually be able to see him
Oh.
because he wouldn't be a spirit. He'd be in between planes.
He'd be, flame trapped.
In between planes.
trapped
You'd
in
be
between
playing.
planes.
You'd be trapped in between planes.
But
Just-
there would be a way to maybe.
It's risky, and I suggest you don't do it.
We need some wish spells, man.
There we go. There we go.
Hey,
You also see in the pile that just fell over something very, very shiny.
ooh,
My Kendra's not here.
definitely gonna go for very
Thank
shiny
God.
instead of
Okay.
not even half their shiny.
You reach in, and it takes you a few moments, but you pick out a full suit of shined silver plated armor.
Nice. And it reflects my shine.
It reflects every shine. It's like
That
mirror
sounds
polish.
So bright.
Mm.
Too bright.
And on closer inspection, you can see that it's all little mirrored bevels. That's designed to reflect and actually increase
Oh,
the light.
you're gonna turn into a disco ball?
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
Kenwick has darkness on him.
I'll,
Can we
Definitely
cast
gonna
darkness on
He's
it?
the one that could cast darkness. The one that you're selling the.
Yeah.
I'm still
Unfortunately.
thinking about that ethereal.
Okay. And were you searching for anything else while he's thinking?
Because if
Just
we
looking
keep
to see if
that
anything else catches the eye.
jumpsuit
Okay.
and maybe
19.
make it
19?
more physical so that you could hop
Well,
in
no.
between.
No, sorry, 18.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because say we get
What
like,
kind of stuff are you
Overnumbered
going for
bunch of
your
enemies.
character? Since you're
hop
the newest.
into the
So you need a
Ethereal
set of
plane.
boots. I need...
move around them, hop back into the physical plane.
Well,
do
you
some
can find
stuff,
a pair of
hop
boots of
back
water
out so you're not
walking,
really
boots of
getting
striding.
attacked.
If it wouldn't
Like
modify
Frodo.
this, the thing is, Frodo would want a cloak.
Yeah.
Which, if we could format the clothing, I have enough skill that I might be able to, but it might lose the effect if I modify it too much.
Let's see.
I mean, that's the thing, though, with magical items.
You
Even if I could
find a
modify
couple
them.
arcane books of spells from elementists that specialized in
We could always give it to Mac.
fire, earth, water, and
He doesn't need
wind.
it.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing his own
version.
thing, and I don't want to interrupt him.
I can transfer it.
He's technically already.
If you wanted to study the arcane method of using it, then that's sorcerer.
Anyway, I can warp them to my way.
As you look
I
through,
literally looked over
Okay.
as I see.
it's
And I'm like-
make an Arcana check.
We're just threatening each other's lives.
Something normal.
Something I do in the mirror.
Or how we fought over mandarins and oranges earlier.
13.
I tell
13?
myself you're gonna
Right.
do your 110%.
Looking through one of the
best
spells,
off
you get the general idea it's a firebolt spell,
to myself.
and you get the general idea that you have to go through about 30 different steps with arcane movements of your hands just right and verbal components in order to summon up the bright energies in order to create the flame, and then in order to project it, it's another whole list of arcane symbols
We'll do
and
it the hard way.
factors of how to do it. Yeah, instead of just the will to do it.
I'm gonna ask Balthein, does anything look interesting to you?
It doesn't want to open.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Alright, so we have the boots of striding now too, and what up? Nothing else.
Boots of striding, there's a boots of water walking,
Yeah.
It's a event. I thought it wasn't gonna open.
and
No. Not what you get a knife.
Horn of Resounding. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, half a deck of playing cards.
Magical playing cards.
No.
Whoa.
It's only half the deck,
Oh, because even a quarter of that deck is any less dangerous than one
so it won't
card.
do anything.
Oh, right.
Not until you have the full deck.
Oh, that's right.
What did he just get?
Not John's. Damn. We're only playing with a half deck. No,
Yeah,
man.
only-
it depends on GM on that.
It
I've
only
heard some
works
do
if
it.
it's the full deck.
Alright, you're going true rule. Good!
do you-
We are not ready for that yet.
How do we get the
What
whole
did
deck?
you just
Wait, what?
get?
Okay. He didn't get anything yet. No one's purchased any of these things that they asked about
Oh. What did he
since
just
we came
I
back.
did buy the gloves, but that's
I
about it.
was
Okay.
looking at what he wanted.
What?
I bought my
Said think
Okay,
about
you
Mars
gave
with
him the,
easiest racial
bloodsteel
reference.
armor.
I apologized as I did.
Okay. He has a basic staff. Were you looking at others? Oh, you're not using the staff. The chain sickle. Yeah, there's some basic. There's rings of protection. Rings of protection are 550 gold each.
How many did you want?
And he's
I didn't want a ring of protection. I want a ring of dim door and a ring of
I apologize for like I have to kill you. I'm sorry.
displacement.
Displacement.
That was the word I was looking for.
Okay, and those were each like 2,500, I think I said.
Yeah.
A what? And a who?
So apparently I said a larger price last time.
So would that be like 25,000?
Yeah. Well, if you agreed that quickly, then I'm pretty sure I had said a lower price. That's the first time I said it then. I mean, a higher price last time, a lower price this time. I'm pretty sure I said about 2,500,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong.
That's could have sworn that was the number I
Okay.
threw out there. I just didn't have enough to cover that.
Feel good?
I guess it's not really needed.
So who's the take?
Yeah, I think after that I'm good. I don't need anything else. I'm pretty much ready. I got the glove
Some boots,
daggers.
a horn.
So, Balthain's attention brings you to a book of necromantic spells.
I am
You're trying to get me into necromancy.
You asked what I was interested in.
For a client.
This is a book I haven't read.
Really?
Yes, it's new.
I can give it to him once I'm done, I'm guessing. I'll go over and grab.
Okay.
I'm gonna like put my hand in front of it to make sure it's not like
Oh, it's full.
If it even has necrotic energy, that wouldn't even bother you. You'd be like, ooh.
How much did that come to with where he just plopped down and asked me to get
I don't know, it depends on what you plop down.
2 rings, what rings of displacement, the boots, the cards, the horse.
And then the dim door.
Okay, each of the rings are 2,500 gold each
Yeah.
for those two. The boots are 5,000 gold for the boots of striding, 4,500 for the boots of water walking. And what else?
No, I didn't want the water walking. I just wanted the striding.
Okay. And what else?
The deck of cards.
The deck of cards. Okay, that one will be 75,000 gold. And he'll give you a hint. And yep, 75,000 gold. And I'll give you a clue where the other half of the deck is.
Did you write down the numbers?
I was just focused on that one. But I kind of get sidetracked off that one.
Yeah, that's a quote you want to listen to. See, if that's the case, it's worth it. If he's willing to give a tip on the rest, then it might
Kind
be
of
worth
worth
it. We're gonna. That's gonna be like a
So for each
consequence.
train it's 2,500.
You know, I know. That would be hilarious.
Each train it's 2,500, right?
Yeah?
Okay. And then what else?
The boots were 5,000.
Yeah. 4,500 for the horn. 75,000.
Wait, you said 45 for the one?
4,500.
4,500.
Sorry.
What's the horn for?
Okay.
Horn resounds.
I don't know that effect.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but if he's offering it, we're taking it.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. That's a great plan. I love it.
Once, it can be used for a few different things. As a passive,
How much was the stuff?
as a passive, you can use it to hear things from a distance.
Okay.
Okay, works like a hearing aid.
Hearing aid, yeah.
Okay. Once per day, you can do a blast of sonic energy out in a 20-foot range in front of you, 20-foot cone. That will, everyone has to make a dex saving throw or be blown away, and then they'll be deafened for the next like 10 rounds.
Okay.
We need a door opener.
And if they fall
This is door opener.
to the bottom. Oh yeah, you also see a key.
This is the open.
A silver key that has a small skull as the handle.
What are we doing with this?
15,000.
What's it do?
Skeleton key.
Gets into any door.
I like that.
Plus 10 to pick locks.
There you go. We need that too.
How much is that?
15,000.
Account.
I hand that to you.
Go bankrupt.
I take that. And I say thank you. Both
Okay,
was
so
my
we
found it,
had
was
the
the pay
cards
for it.
too. How much were the deck of cards?
75,000.
75,000. That does you a lot more good than me.
I don't even know what these decks
And these are all reduced prices because of your charisma rolls at this point.
Maybe have some caution and save some money. I know I'm not here, but like,
It's basically
bankrupt the day after we're rich.
plus 10.
75.
75000.
Yeah, 70.
3 zeros, not 2.
I mean, I'd like the price of 7,500 better, but
So I'm gonna grab the book.
Okay, so
Okay?
it was
The Book of Necromancy spells?
Yeah.
5,
2 gold.
0, 0.
What's the bonus to pick lock that skeleton key?
We'll be back here next
I
week.
think you said 10.
2 gold.
Was it 10 to pick lock on the skeleton key?
Plus 10 to pick lock.
Just want to double check.
It was
That's pretty sure that's what I heard.
Yep, I was wanting to make sure.
Yep.
And once per day can be used for the knock spell.
That's.
Bonus!
okay.
Once per day
And then they
knock
said it was
spell.
75.
Oh my god, that is a freaking bonus.
For that.
I forgot what knock does. I'm not gonna lie.
Doors open.
Oh, the mat. Oh, yeah, one day for a knock spell. That's nice.
There's very few doors that can resist that.
And if they can, then that's a damn tough door.
Including magical
We probably
doors.
don't want to go through it.
Yeah.
It's not 75.
Like in our campaign. Yeah, there was one door, yeah, ruined on it and everything. Yeah, we tried knocking on it. Don't open. We're just gonna keep walking now. We're done.
What's behind that? Something they don't want out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got a book of necromancy.
Diplomacy. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, necromantic spells level 1 through 3.
Yeah, it's getting pricey.
Okay. And what else was there?
Eh.
The key.
Yeah, you
I
got
took that.
you got the key.
I got here.
Okay. So,
Got the key, the card.
are you buying him both of those rings and the boots?
How are we not broke
I'll chip in.
yet?
We started
I'll
with
chip
an
in 5
essay.
platinum. How's that, boss?
We started with a what?
The trees.
Huh? What?
I'm gonna chip
Holy
in 5
fruit.
platinum to it.
Why fruit?
We already did
that's
that.
500 gold off.
I don't know
Something.
why we don't skip the other one.
The guy with the trees is our friend. This is just business.
Yeah.
That we're doing with the money from that.
Okay, and the amount.
What's the amount?
Okay, so
75 plus.
Tell them
it came out
10
to
gold. 10 gold.
91,000, so I divided that by 100 for platinum, so it's 910 platinum.
This
That's
thing's gonna-
pretty close to my math, yeah.
Yeah.
Calculate.
I'll go for it. I don't feel like doing a bunch of decimal points and remembering everything, so.
So he is probably gonna take the next weekend off.
No more stuff for you.
Okay, the silver plate armor.
I thought I was doing my own.
Okay, that one is 6,000 gold.
The key, we needed the key.
Okay.
It's plus
the
2
key
plate
so we can get
armor.
into places.
Okay,
The one
and
resounding will protect us all.
look. Whenever someone looks at it, they have to save
Bring a
versus
dim door
blindness,
can get us out of situations that we might not
and
be
it
able to
allows you to do blinding flash once per day, which will
It was all
heal or
good purchases.
damage
This is
everything
all
within a
party
20-foot radius.
If I'm using stealth, it's not to hurt anyone, it's to help the party. So the
Why?
skeleton key, the drow boots.
You want to buy me some armor?
He needs it. You hear in the back of your head, he needs
Go
it.
pick out a suit of
We're still
armor.
late.
Are you
Yeah, oh, yeah, all of us. We're all
Get a
talking.
suit of armor.
I got a book of necromantic
Once.
spells.
6,000 gold.
Yes. I'll play with that later.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might.
Oh, I gotta read it first. I think
Yeah, that's why I said later.
Originally 10,000.
I was gonna say, if you really want to do it that route, you read it, and then
Was it because
you'll
of my
have read
good
it.
charisma?
Yeah, I like
and
that.
bargaining
No, it's because she's buying so much fucking shit.
No, no. I
You're gonna
have the
read it
ability-
first.
I'll give
I have the
him
ability to take your
60
memories of reading it and
platinum for the guy
transfer
for the
them.
And I
armor.
don't have the memory.
Yes, you still
No,
have
it's a copy.
It's a copy.
I don't think I have
6,000.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, he doesn't steal the memory.
No.
He just makes a carbon
Copy.
copy.
Wow, you have fantastic customers. You got anything interesting to sell?
Do you want my old boots?
Fine leather boots for him. If I'm not
You
mistaken.
see?
I take off my old boots and I show him I'm still wearing them.
What's
Pulls
it,
out a
Skeksies
brush.
feathers?
Swipes it twice, and they're bright and shiny as if they're brand new.
Mending?
I'll give you 100 gold.
Okay. I'll take off the other one here.
Yep.
You want some
Yeah, but it's
Skeksy feathers?
No.
Damn.
They don't sell.
What about Skeksies Bard?
That sells better.
Why not going there for the moment? I offer.
Feather ain't
Bloods
gonna
are
hurt her.
actually quite popular, believe it or not. So we actually keep a selection of them. We have some basic farm animal blood. We have some human blood shipped in from overseas. We have some lizard man blood. We have some frog man blood. Different ones have different flavors that they love to use for the sausages and seasoning of certain fishes.
Sounds very interesting.
Yep. They're all treated with an anticoagulant as well, so they stay actually liquid.
We could use that as
I'm not sure what that term is, but I saw the anticoagulant as
I'm
well.
just gonna look at you.
We can use that under on some of the red armor and stuff, right?
I don't know.
She's running out though.
It has to be living.
You already have your bow
I don't
loaded
know.
up with blood, right?
Alright.
The
I'm
bow
gonna
that-
put
that
out my
then-
Jade Triant figurine. How much
It'll
can I
take
sell
you a
you
while to
this
run
for?
out.
Your trade,
Right
what?
now,
My
that's not a
Jade
worry.
Triant
What if she gets a
figurine.
specific
Triant?
animal
Triant. Yeah.
We could get
for
a
the
fed.
future?
Try to find
Does
it
it have a
even a
value
small
on it?
amount.
No.
Maybe a vial's worth of something.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that.
You should be able to afford that some gold if you need it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can loan you some if you need it.
I'll give you 790 gold.
I'll hand it over to him.
What'd you just say?
My Jade Triant figurine.
Can I sell him my old armor now that I have new armor?
I'll give you 50 gold.
You said how much for the Jade figurine?
Can I roll to persuade
How much
him?
was it for the figurine that you bought?
790.
Can I roll to persuade him to maybe give me a little bit more for it, since it's coming from such a
Persuasion
special
roll.
You get an advantage. My mind's still open.
Considering I would have probably remembered all the Grimm's fairy tales by now. From carrying around a book and probably reading it in my
22?
spare time.
Huh?
22.
75.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
I probably would have remembered the Grimm's fairy tales by now. I have a book of the Grimm's fairy tales.
That's how much again?
Yeah.
I'll put that on
How
his
much?
counter.
75.
75 gold.
I'll put that on his counter. How much for this?
10 silver.
Okay.
Well, since we talked about it in our heads, I mentioned we get a vial of type of blood. How much would that be?
Well, it's 1 gold a vial.
Yeah.
Each vial has about 5 drops. That's usually enough for the flavor. You only really use for the high ends, depending on what you're looking for. Some of them you can get cheaper. Like if you're looking for oxen blood, I'll give you an entire bottle with about equivalent of about 200 to 300 drops worth for 50 silver. But if you're looking for, depends on what you're looking for. What races?
You in the back of your head. What do you want to try?
And I'm gonna mention you find anything poisonous.
Reptiles, maybe something poisonous. Gecko, I don't know.
Snake,
Snake.
scorpion.
Let's see here.
I only picture my character's tail just wagging back and forth, just excitedly.
Almost as much as if
All
you
right.
can.
It's a lizard man.
So there is
Yeah, it's
1
a
vial
lizard
of blood of the asp.
Okay.
Okay. It's blood of the sea snake. Okay.
Tag around the over to
Blood of the emperor scorpion. Okay.
I should go to Dark Souls cheese.
Blood of the
Turn into the soul.
blood of the infernal. Okay. And blood of the undying.
I tell him I'll take the vial of the blood of the asp and the vial of the blood of the inferno.
All right, write it down. Gold each.
Alright, give him the 2 gold.
What
I
about
have your
the
inventory, I don't need it.
What
Okay.
were those?
Two vials,
You
one
want
of the
that one?
asp,
I'm
one
gonna
of
ask
the
about what
inferno.
does it do? Bottle of Undying.
Well, it's usually used to age meats. You put a drop of this over like the side of the ribs of a
5
oxen,
uses
for
each.
example,
Or 5
and
drops
in a
each.
matter of overnight, it'll age it 10 to 20 years.
It's a gold.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
Remember the rules. You write it down or it doesn't exist. All right. Anything else?
I
Can't believe you guys aren't out of money yet.
am good. I'm just gonna walk out at this point.
Once I got my gloves fitted on, how much? I do kind of ask him how much that cloak was. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You cloak a shadow?
Yeah, but I was.
Not done something.
If I took the cloak, I'd want to know if I could actually convert it into basically what I'm wearing using my skills. Would that keep
It would
that?
destroy the item.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna bother. I'll just head out.
Okay.
I'm not feeling a cloak anymore.
Okay.
That was one to hide the shadows.
Yeah, it's a shadow. It was not a bad idea, but I wear a tunic suit, so I just didn't feel like my character would want a cloak.
Okay. So everyone all set?
Yeah.
I was gonna sell my brown bear cloak that I made at the very beginning to him. It's kind of shittily stitched together, I'll admit that.
You fixed it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still wasn't as good of a job.
Even with your poor rolls, it's still the nicest piece of leatherworking this dude's ever
I'll
seen.
give you 1,200 gold for it.
1,200 gold?
So that's 12 1.
Okay, seems good.
Okay. High quality goes up on his display.
You all but could have rolled a 1. It would still be high quality to that.
Yeah. You can make another roll if you want for investigation, since you missed out on the first leg of it.
Yeah. Ooh, great. 10.
Okay, and one more.
Ooh, 14.
Better than the 7, 8, 9, 15.
Leave him be.
Wow. Okay. You find a golden scepter that is missing the crown jewel on it. Okay. That looks to be worth about 9,800 gold.
That's pretty close, pretty exact.
There's a reason for it.
Hey guys.
Mm.
You guys wanna throw in, help a brother out?
That's what it looks like it's worth to you.
It looks more expensive than what I have in my pocket currently.
I want to call over the Minotaur. It's a Minotaur, right? How much for this staff?
The scepter?
Scepter, yeah.
It's like a king scepter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine bonking
Whoa.
the head with it.
Yeah, that was made for a royal that lost his kingdom. 5,000 gold.
That would work good with your idea.
Can I do an inspection for like the quality of it?
Walking around,
Sure.
scratching the and the shit out
Make
of it.
a
Have,
investigation
you-
roll.
Put it pull the pins over the ground. Find a nice big gem to top it.
And then if anyone else comes, he just sweets them.
Nine.
All the energy as it.
9.
9.
It's really shiny and pretty. It looks like have different metals kind of swirling around through the shaft of it. It has a bunch of gems that are on it. It looks like there's spots for gems that it's missing gems at.
We can fix that.
I was gonna say, in the back of
Yeah.
your head, you're hearing that could probably work on that.
In fact,
could
it
also
looks
be
to be
an emblem.
about a dozen empty jewel slots along its heft.
It might be useful to set up this religion with a symbol.
There's a lot of empty
Hey,
gem
okay.
slots on this scepter.
Also,
Yeah,
the
that's
ruler
why
here,
we're giving you
even
such a
with
cheap price.
Knowledge, you'll know how to cut them all to fit exactly.
As it
in
stands
there.
right now, I'm being open and honest with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is more metagame than anything. This scepter is worth 9,800. As is.
Before we
Okay.
gem it.
He's asking you for 5,000 for it because you guys have bought so much and he's giving you a discount.
If you can afford it, it's worth it.
Okay, he's giving it to you at half what it's worth.
Oh. How much platinum?
I got 75 gold. I can fix it.
I'll just give the guy 50 platinum. There we go.
Deal.
It would only pay in platinum.
Hey, he'll take the platinum. It works.
We got money that'll be coming back soon.
We'll be making money shortly. Very shortly. So after that, I think we should probably head out.
This is a good place to leave it on.
Yeah,
it's
we're
almost 9.
Yeah, we're getting to about that
It's
point.
9.
So as you step out, okay, all of you with brand new shiny stuff, although nobody found
I
anything.
didn't get anything shiny.
You got books.
I got a book. That's all.
Oh
I
yeah,
got.
you get to make one more roll.
And
Sorry.
you met Balthein today.
Yeah. We all did.
Yeah, wow.
As you
Your
step
one roll.
out, you feel a slight bump up against you, and feel something slip into your hand.
I cautiously look down.
There's no one there.
No, not the close to my hand.
Yeah, there's a note.
8.
Can I dull the connection by keep my mind open just temporarily so I can read this and not broadcast it to the other 7? So I do, I read so.
Okay. It's a cordial invite to the fighting pits. Okay. And another piece of information I'll give you afterwards since you're hiding it from everyone else.
Just because in case it was related to my god, it was respect. You guys have your ability to choose your preferences by religion.
And before we leave him, you were supposed to give us a hint what the next set of cards were.
You didn't buy the cards, did you?
Yeah, that was on our
Yeah, I
list.
did.
That was included
Oh.
in the pricing.
Okay. So,
I didn't forget. It's amazing.
where the lands change
Write it down.
from
If someone
mist,
write this, no one's going to be able to read my
when the
handwriting.
lands change from mist to snow, within the maw of the Undying One, through the corridors,
I still have to change here.
you will find the tomb of the Forgotten King, and that's where I'm told it is.
From mist to what?
From mist to snow.
Oh.
The northern. I know. Can I make an intelligence check to see if I'm just
Where
right?
we already were.
No.
Oh, okay.
Make an intelligence check, sure.
And I have.
History.
Okay. Still open mind?
Yeah, intelligence or history.
12. For my estimation.
You find a small black velvet sack that gets your attention. And when you pick it up and open it, inside looks to be the dried bones of a large bird of prey. Looks to be about, if you put it together, you guess it's about yay tall, about a 2-foot tall bird, about a 4 to 6 foot
I'm gonna
wingspan.
grab it and look at them. How much for the bag of bones?
25 silver?
Okay.
16 total.
16. The maw on the border of mist and ice, okay, when you're looking at the map, there was a cavern that you saw on the map that looked fitting of that description.
Yep.
On your very old map
Yeah.
that you're adding locations to as you go and finding that the geography has changed.
Yeah. The mob, the Undying. I'd send everyone a little mental notes specifying that I think that this is the reference point reference. You see the map in all of your heads where I marked it off the other day. And see it.
Oh, you got an
Nice.
adventure?
Well, it's kind of on our
I see
way.
pictures in
It's
my
a
head.
side quest if you decide to
We're
take
all
it.
seeing it.
Yep, you're all seeing it. It's
Yeah.
not a choice at this point.
Haha, I see pictures in my head. Haha.
That could be very beneficial.
It could be a lot of things.
It's the skeleton of a giant horned owl.
Giant horned owl?
Giant horny owl.
Yep.
Me too.
It's missing one bone piece.
Can you guess which one?
It's missing one of its vertebrae that connect the head to the back. So it'll be a headless bird unless you could find that vertebrae or
Mend it.
a solution for it.
Oh, speaking of mending, can you mend my change, my sickle?
Mending only
No.
fixes
No.
things.
But your sickle is bone handled. Right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Leather worker. Who works with bones often. Whack, who's still following you guys. And has purchased a few of his own things.
Did not know that.
No, he was very subtle about it.
I let Whack do whatever the heck Whack wants because he's Whack and he scares the shit out of me.
Whack scares you.
So, Whack, did you see any of that?
I saw everything. What?
Can you fix that blade for me?
Sure. You pull out an awl, starts grinding right through it, grabs a piece of metal, binds, puts them together, hands it back to you. It's pretty easy, dumb. It's not done very well, but it's done.
I want you to do it very well. Yes,
Stuck my Hydra's left nut.
I will pay you.
I don't fix this shit.
Not the left one.
That's about as good as you get when you try to make weapon like that.
Okay, wait.
Oh, why? You want spirit of
How
the
much
bone that's
was,
from?
the
That I can help with. Let's want to find out what it is
50 platinum?
while we're in store here.
Sorry.
Wait, is Whack
That could
also
be
with
fun.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, has he been there the whole time?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Buying his
cool.
own shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Nobody realized he had money.
I let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yep.
He's
You want me
the
to
only
do it
one
now?
I can't hide from.
Probably not a good
My
idea in this
So my henchmen, they're supposed to have money. I'm supposed to pay them.
closed environment.
Okay. Remind me later.
Alright.
Wrote
Right.
that down for next.
So anyone else all set?
I think we're all set in our shop.
All right. Well then, I thank you for coming. I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and I guess I'll close it off here.
Alright.